Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They go play action here on first down. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 67 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
On first down, Clifton. Throw out wide to Walker. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. The Seahawks at 12-1 now to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They'll look to throw again. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And it just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position #1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Slaughter. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Clifton. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. Do you think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait till the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense returns to the field. We get a look at Noah Fant now. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right back to Fant. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns.
Partner, wasn't that long ago, though, when I talked with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and so when these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Out of the gun now on third down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 31 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Clifton.
He completes this to Walker. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
To throw on 2nd down. Clifton. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down. Clifton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton over the middle. That's caught by Metcalf.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
From the gun on 3rd down. Clifton. And he's got it.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Clifton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. So that was a long 11-play drive.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Dan, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Going right back to Akers. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Buchanan. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He finds his man, complete. That's Buchanan. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Buchanan. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll set up to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
.51 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Cam Akers and the Rams offense ready to go back to work.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lot. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrating.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a
a sign that says defense wins championships. And, Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Following the fumble recovery, Clifton over the middle, complete. That's more. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw on second down, Clifton. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. From the gun on third down, Clifton. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now off to the races down the right side. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And this one is right through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. From the gun on third down. Clifton. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards that time for number 14.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Out of the gun, Walker with it. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Clifton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Operating from the gun, Clifton. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Looking to throw on second down. Clifton, Walker with a grab, left side.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Finding more on the out route for the completion.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. They'll look to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Rashawn Gary in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Here's Walker.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But just had 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throwing to him where he's caught 1 as well.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker,
his 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
Oh, nice move. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 36.
On third down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And some space here.
84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Walker. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Seahawks on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run a draw now with Akers.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced, and he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Seahawks have recovered. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Blankenship out for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Walker.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. This is taken around the 12. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. The football going back to the Rams now. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Complete to number 85.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs, going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. 8th play in the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
From the gun, it's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. And going right back to Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed